Welcome to Neo History TV, where history comes alive. On April 26, 1986, the world changed forever, not with the sound of an explosion heard across nations, but with a silent, invisible force. That force was radiation. Inside a nuclear power plant in northern Ukraine, a routine late-night safety test spiraled out of control. The Chernobyl Nuclear Power Plant was considered a symbol of Soviet technological achievement, producing electricity for millions of homes. Reactor number 4 was scheduled for a safety experiment designed to test whether the reactor could continue supplying power during an outage. The test had already been postponed multiple times, and the night shift crew was exhausted, operating under pressure with incomplete information. As preparations continued, operators reduced reactor power too quickly, causing instability in the nuclear core. Safety systems were disabled. The reactor's design flaws made it highly sensitive at low power levels. The crew was not fully aware of this risk. At exactly 1:23 a.m., the operators pressed the emergency shutdown button, expecting the reactor to immediately halt. Instead, due to a fatal design flaw, the reactor experienced a sudden and massive power surge. Within seconds, a powerful steam explosion blew the reactor apart, ripping through the building and exposing the core. A second explosion followed, scattering radioactive debris and igniting fires across the facility's rooftop. The reactor was now burning uncontrollably, releasing massive quantities of radioactive particles into the air. Clouds of contamination traveled across Ukraine, Belarus, Russia, Scandinavia, and parts of Western Europe. Firefighters rushed to the scene, believing they were dealing with a routine industrial fire. Within moments of exposure, many received lethal radiation doses. They became some of the first heroes of the tragedy. Just 3 kilometers away, the modern city of Pripyat remained unaware. Children attended school, couples walked through parks, unknowingly inhaling radioactive particles. Radiation levels were dangerously high, yet the public was not informed. Authorities delayed evacuation for 36 hours. When it began, residents were told they would only be gone for a few days. They never did. Pripyat was permanently abandoned, frozen in time with toys left on balconies. More than 600,000 workers known as liquidators were deployed. They removed radioactive debris from rooftops. Many worked under extreme radiation exposure. Their collective sacrifice prevented an even greater disaster. Engineers built a massive concrete structure known as the sarcophagus to seal the reactor. Decades later, an enormous steel shelter called the New Safe Confinement was slid into place. Despite the devastation, nature has demonstrated remarkable resilience. Forests have expanded, wildlife populations increased. The disaster forced governments to reevaluate nuclear safety. Public trust in nuclear energy declined sharply. Medical research expanded significantly, leading to improved understanding of radiation exposure and cancer treatment. Thousands continue to live with health effects. Entire communities were displaced permanently. Chernobyl stands as a warning, urging humanity to balance ambition with caution. Welcome to Neo History TV. If you enjoyed this story, like, share, and subscribe for more.